But if he... I'm giggling at the fact...
I know.
I'm literally giggling at the fact that Conor could win.
Yeah, I know.
But if he did, would you consider him a better athlete than Michael Jordan? Think about it! Now, think about it! Think about it! No, yes! The answer is yes! Now we're going really out there, but think about it. You think about it, listeners. Do you think if Conor upsets Floyd... I'm just... It's such a crazy thought. But if Conor upsets Floyd, is he the greatest athlete of all time? Those are the type of topics we cover here in this week's episode of Instant Replay. I'm your host, Zoeb Nakvi. We're joined by Shaz Ahmed, who's a big-time MMA and sports fanatic. And we just dive right into this Conor McGregor matchup with Floyd Money Mayweather. Enjoy the podcast. I put up videos all the time, okay? Like, of something else, basketball, LeBron James, practicing, something like that. Like, anything, right? But Conor McGregor, the first video that I put up of Conor McGregor, with no intention of it having, like, a crazy effect, has over 10,000 views in a span of 24 hours, and over probably 100 or 200 likes. In 24 hours. Randoms. These aren't people that I know.
What the hell?
I've just put, like, hashtag Ireland, and it's like... The Irish fans are all like, they're just gonna beat Mayweather's ass. You know what I mean? Like, they just,
Madness.
Everyone. I didn't know he was like that.
I might have to sign up for Instagram to see this. That's crazy.
It was unreal. I was
Is
just
it
like...
Which video is it of him?
It's of him sparring and he's just like, eat that. Have you seen that video?
No, I haven't seen it.
With John Kavanagh. He just
Okay, no. I seen another one of him, and he's getting lit up.
No, you're seeing the one that, sorry, when I say sparring, he's just doing the gloves.
Oh, okay.
He's not actually sparring, but you're talking about the sparring partner, which we should talk about.
Yeah.
I really want to know what you think about the sparring partner coming out and just laying it out all.
I mean, I'm no Mayweather.
Right.
And out of camp, out of shape. I landed on Conor McGregor. My trainer Julian was ringside. He was in my corner, and we landed at will. It is crazy to think that people can actually compare a fighter that's 0-0 in a boxing ring compared to a legend that's 49-0, that if you go on his resume has beaten the best of the best in the world.
But let's say that he actually is able to land on Floyd. Does he have enough knockout power to end that fight?
No.
I don't hear that from sparring partners.
No, I know. There's a tiny part of me that feels like it's trickery.
Oh.
You know, like kind of lull Floyd into a false sense of a
Really?
a small part of me.
This is
very
conspiracy
tiny.
theories.
I know, but I love it. I love conspiracy theories. Yeah, I'm a huge sucker for that stuff.
Yeah.
But the way it's looking right now. I mean, you remember like the Super Bowl podcast, like how like I was super pumped about the possibility of this happening.
Yeah.
Now that it's actually official, though, I'm like, man, what a shit show.
It's gonna be such a shit show,
right?
But you know what's gonna be great? Hands down, the best part about this entire thing, and probably where they're gonna be equal, if not Conor's gonna be better, is during the press conference.
Yeah! That's almost all I care about.
That's all I care about.
Exactly.
I know the boxing match is not gonna be there.
Yeah.
But the press conference, just
epic. It's gonna be epic.
Just the tour. They're gonna go one
Conor
place
already
together.
started. You saw the.
No, I actually didn't see.
So I can't remember. I'm not on Instagram, but I saw it on one of the sites.
Yeah.
And Conor posted, it's official.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of him and then Floyd Mayweather Sr. Just basically saying he's old, right?
Yeah.
So good. I don't know who's gonna win
That's
the shit
classic.
talking. I'm gonna say Conor.
Oh, Conor's gonna win.
Oh god, it's gonna be good.
I just want to know if he's able to get under Floyd's skin.
I think he will be.
Because no one talks to Floyd as much. Like, Floyd in boxing talks more than anyone else,
exactly.
right? Canelo can't speak English, so he's not going to talk smack to him.
Yeah.
You know, anyone he fights, Shane Mosley is not a good shit talker.
Nope.
Oscar De La Hoya might be a good shit talker, but that was ages ago.
Yeah.
You know, like, he doesn't...
There's no one on that level.
There's no one on that level.
Yeah,
but Conor's like
gonna blow
him times 10.
Yeah, it's gonna be so awesome. I can't wait for the first press conference.
I absolutely cannot wait because, you know, like, I don't think Conor's gonna give him any respect. Like, he's 49-0, but I don't think Conor gives a shit. Like, he genuinely is gonna sell the fight, and he's gonna say, you know, I'm gonna knock you out. Look at my left hand.
Oh my god. Are we?
Yeah,
We are. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something about the whole like left hand knocking out thing when we talked about it before.
Yeah.
You know, because Mayweather gets touched.
Yeah.
Fine. But the thing is, this whole thing is leaned entirely towards boxing.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be some element of MMA in there, not in terms of the actual.
Really?
Not in terms of like the grappling or leg kicks or whatever, but maybe like a lighter glove. But they're using the same like
10 ounce.
10-ounce gloves. It's all boxing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, the whole like shit show aspect of it is to me it's, I don't know, you compare it to like we're talking about cricket. So I'd compare it to someone like our Pakistani folks are gonna kill me for saying this, but one of the best batsmen of all time, like Sachin Tendulkar.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Great batsman.
No, those are facts.
One of the best of all time,
Yeah,
if not the best.
Yeah. Agreed.
You bring in, I don't know too much about baseball. Oh, Mike Trout is the guy right now.
Yeah.
Young, he's 25,
Yeah.
MVPs. Let's say we're gonna have a chukka hitting contest.
Yeah.
Between Mike Trout and Tendulkar.
Yeah.
But it's only cricket rules.
Yeah.
Change up the bat. You have to put. It has to be a bowled ball, not a direct pitch.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Mayweather is gonna run this fight.
Oh, 100%.
Especially that shoulder roll defense he has.
100%.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But I do want to see how he reacts to a first flush shot. But what impact will that have with a 10-ounce glove? I don't know.
Honestly, yeah. One, it's a 10-ounce glove.
Yeah.
Right? So everything from the get-go, I knew it was going to favor Mayweather in
Yeah.
negotiation.
Oh,
because,
100%.
Come on, man. You're asking the guy that's the money-making guy, right? Probably facts. He is the most grossing boxing fighter ever.
No question.
Right? To come out of retirement, but it's not going to be on his terms. Like that wouldn't happen.
And that whole 49-0, that magical 50 number.
Yeah.
He's not going to risk that, man.
He wouldn't risk that unless he was 100% sure the terms were all on his side.
Yeah.
Right? Which they are.
Yep.
I'm sure he's making. They're not talking about the numbers, but
I've heard 100 mil a piece, but
not a piece.
But afterwards, with all the extra, the points off the PPV and stuff like that. Yeah. He's gonna totally outweigh him.
So he's totally gonna get 100 mil at least.
Yeah.
At the least.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think Conor is gonna probably end up getting, I don't know, maybe 30, 40, 50 even. Like and to Conor, that is a lot of money.
That's more than his combined career.
But that's what they're saying,
earnings,
right? Like that's what everyone's saying is like, oh, maybe he's not gonna fight after this, even though Dana White has said he's gonna defend his title in December.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dana White said he's gonna defend his title at 155, but people are just making this headline that he's gonna be so financially secure he may not need to fight ever again. What? That's how big that number is.
Holy cow!
But like, I just don't understand.
I can't see that happening.
I hope not.
Yeah, no, I don't think the way he's kind of. I feel like that's who he is. Who he kind of shows us. I can't see that guy stopping fighting at that age.
I hope not.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you give him $50 million, maybe.
Do you know what? That's true too. And then what are you going to give him? Like, let's say 1.5 to fight Holloway?
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
Think
about it. If he comes back, he's not gonna have that appetite. Like, he can't. UFC can't manage him anymore. You know what I mean?
He's got expensive taste, man.
He's got expensive
I can't see,
taste.
like how many Bentleys he's gonna buy with that paycheck.
I don't know, man. I think like this fight, we'll see how it goes. But obviously, I'm of the mindset this fight is gonna break the Manny Mayweather record.
No question to me.
Right? Like, you're getting best of both worlds. This is the fight. Like, I love how Dana White goes like during the interview because people are actually upset. Like, boxing purists are like upset. Teddy Atlas, Oscar De La Hoya. We'll talk about that. They're like upset at the fact that this fight is happening because it's bad for boxing.
I couldn't see it being bad for boxing unless McGregor won. It is a circus.
Yeah,
but I mean,
totally.
But is anyone pretending that it's nothing but a payday? Like, is
Yeah.
anyone thinking that this is like a serious, like, oh, we're trying to go down in like the annals of history of boxing?
Right.
Nobody thinks that, right?
Right.
Like, everyone sees through this. It's $100 million payday for Floyd.
Yep.
$50 million for Conor. And
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah.
Conor's he's been building this fight up for like a year, knowing how much he could get paid.
Totally.
Not to make any like legacy
Totally.
whatever.
But I think it's like the mindset is like for boxing purists, it's like, dude, like Floyd, you are the best boxer of our generation.
Yes.
Okay? if you're coming back for a fight
Why
a
not give-
skilled fighter.
Yeah,
give
yeah,
someone
yeah.
else a shot at it at
Right.
you. Why are you fighting a guy who's basically a noob when
Yeah.
it comes to boxing? Like
Yep.
he's not a boxing. He's a striker.
Yeah.
But he's not a boxer.
Very different things.
Very different
Yep.
things, right? Like it's like the level, the specialty. You know, like a boxer like Floyd is
Yeah.
specialized in what he does.
Yeah.
Defense, moving around, head movements. He knows
Yeah.
probably better than
He's
anyone on the planet.
So much better at it than like everybody else. Like, did you watch I saw you sent the link, but did you watch the Ward?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like watching elite level boxers,
Oh yeah.
but watching them and then watching Floyd, it's a totally different ballgame.
Man, honestly, you watch Floyd's, and this is just his highlights, so maybe that's a little bit more biased, but if you just watch Floyd's, like, I've seen Floyd's later fights,
Yeah.
like Hatton onwards,
Yeah, yeah.
which he did amazing in
Yeah.
Hatton fight, but, like, even watching his early days, the way he's able to move, right, like, his head movements, he predicts exactly where your punch is coming before it does,
Yeah.
and he's so quick,
Yeah.
even at
it
his
looks-
late age.
That's what I'm saying. I hated that. The what was his last fight? The Berto fight.
The Berto
Oh,
fight.
it
That was
awful. But
useless.
It was like it's like he found like the genie's lamp.
Yeah.
And he got one wish and was like, I want a superpower where I get to see everything in slow motion.
Yeah.
It's so amazing the way he just moves and rolls out of the way these punches.
It's like a different, like, you know how, like, so I'm a big DC or Marvel fan, and
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
how there's Flash and
Yeah.
like everything slows down for
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
like our speed is slow, and he's like
Yeah.
moving around, watching everything happen.
Yeah.
That's literally how I
Yeah,
see
it's that
Floyd.
Matrix scene with the bullets where
Yeah,
he just like
exactly.
picks up a punch,
Yeah,
he's like,
just
move this
like,
out of the way, move that out of
okay,
the way.
let's- yeah, exactly.
It's crazy, yeah. No, it's madness.
Yeah, it's so impressive to me that he's able to do that, and like I always go to the example of like, okay, sure, Floyd is older now,
Yeah.
he's like 40,
Yeah.
but if you look at like a more recent fight, which is like his Canelo fight, and Canelo is now the face of boxing,
Right.
right? He looked like on a different level
Yeah.
when he faced Canelo.
Yeah.
And he was still 37.
No, it was a dismantling, yeah.
It was unbelievable. That obviously did crazy numbers, that fight. But it was just like constantly like he trains himself in a way, and I think it's just second nature to him now.
Yeah.
Like with the way he moves, his head movements, everything is just so much better than what Conor can ever hope for in the next 4 months or
I know.
3 months.
That's the whole thing. Like, there's no way that's enough time. You could give him years, it wouldn't be enough time.
Yeah.
And that's the only argument you need is that it's Floyd. If you actually look at like the numbers game, the whole 40 versus 28.
Yeah.
I think Conor's got 2 inches on him reach wise.
Yep.
I think height he has a little bit on him too.
He's
so
about so Conor's 5'9",
Yeah.
listed at, and Floyd's listed at 5'7", probably is 5'6".
yes. So that you take a lean towards McGregor.
Yeah.
But it's Floyd, man. That's all you have to say. It's gonna be so tough to touch him.
But that's actually a good point you brought up. It's like Dana White's biggest point is about this fight, like, is the fact that if you see these guys side by side,
Yeah.
you're gonna see a very noticeable difference in size.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
massive difference, right? And how is that gonna play in the role?
Yeah.
In the role in the fight. You know what I mean? Like, how is that gonna contribute to the fight?
Yeah.
Is that like, I don't expect Conor to be definitely not better than Canelo, right? And
Yeah.
Canelo was a bigger dude than Floyd,
Right.
right? I don't expect him to be better than Canelo in terms
Yeah.
of striking. Come on, like it's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it does go to show you, like, we know what he's done to smaller guys with his left hand, right? It's been, like, every match Conor's fought at the
Yeah.
145 or 155,
Yeah.
it's like he shouldn't be fighting that
No,
weight
that
class,
left is nutty. Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
every single time. So he fights Eddie Alvarez,
No, it's like a high schooler against like an elementary schooler. It doesn't
it's-
look fair.
It's not fair when he's fought those guys in terms of power. But again, they're 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting because he's never dealt with somebody who can move like Floyd, and
man.
dodge those punches because Conor's so accurate.
Do you give
That's
him a
what makes
puncher's
it
chance?
I mean,
'Cause-
I guess in anything you would have to.
Yeah.
That's all you have. I think.
Yeah.
That's all he has. I mean, and the point about Dana. Dana has to say stuff that's gonna make
Yeah.
his guy look good.
It has to at this point.
Right? Because now, obviously, the money's going to be there, but you're trying to sell this fight. I can't wait to see how they promote it, but he's got to make his guy look good.
Absolutely. Okay, so let me ask you this, okay? Best trash talker, LeVar Ball, Conor McGregor, or Floyd Mayweather? Who would you take? Go.
Oh, man. If it's a fantasy draft of trash talkers,
Of just trash
I
talker,
would
those
trade
three.
every pick of mine to get McGregor first overall.
Really?
No question.
More than LeVar Ball? LeVar
More than
Ball's the
LeVar
next
Ball.
level of trash talker, man.
here's the thing. LeVar Ball
For a guy who can't back anything up.
That's the thing. You can't back anything up.
Yeah, but I'm not asking you for backing
Yeah,
up.
strictly trash talk. That's
strictly
true.
trash talk. I'm just asking the mouthpiece.
You know, I don't know, man. I don't think anyone touches McGregor.
I think LeVar Ball would be hilarious talking to McGregor.
In like a finals
It's
trash
just like
talk,
a trash talk.
What would he say in a finals matchup to Conor though?
Uh,
Conor would go off about his bald head, about his mustache.
he would say, I could beat Muhammad Ali. I could beat anyone. You know, like, it's just
That's true.
any of the
Yeah,
greatest. He's like, I could. Whether I was good
You
or not.
couldn't touch me in a cage.
You
Yeah,
can't.
that's
You
true.
can't touch me.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
If I was in my prime, you can't touch me.
Yeah.
You know, like anything. He doesn't need to back it up.
Yeah, Conor would just drop a couple of MF bombs and then like.
But I can't. I get like going back to because I want to touch base on the fight again because I'm so excited about this fight.
Yeah.
Despite I'm probably like boxing wise, I'm more excited about the Canelo Triple G fight that's in September. I'm far more excited about that. But just from a spectacle wise, I'm so excited to see Conor versus Mayweather strictly because of the build-up that'll be in place, the anticipation you're going to have.
Yeah.
One day it's going to be a soundbite from Conor. One day it's going to be a soundbite from Mayweather.
Yeah.
Just go back and forth like that. TMZ Sports is going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about it. Everyone's like, that is going to consume us in August.
Like, was there ever any? There's no scenario where I don't put down $100+ for this fight. There's
Like,
nothing that could.
What do you I actually know the odds. It's like 91% chance that Vegas is saying, and I'm shocked by it's 91% chance that Vegas is saying that Floyd wins.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's as low as 91.
Betting wise, I think it's like Mayweather is negative 1100.
Yeah.
And
I
Conor, I
remember
think
seeing.
Connor's like 6-1 underdog. Like you lay down $100, you
Yeah.
get $600 back. If
Yeah,
Conor
so
wins.
why wouldn't you like?
It's a good bet though. To
I
be
don't
honest,
think that's a bad bet.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad bet. Like put it on $50, $100.
Yeah, but then it's like you're kind of throwing
Get a
away
flight out of
$100.
it potentially.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, get a flight to somewhere out of it. Like I'm
Yeah.
going. He stayed here.
I would. It's obviously gonna be Vegas, right? Like I would love to be in Vegas for that fight.
Yeah.
But there's no way like someone like of my class would get tickets ever.
No,
Do you know
no.
what I mean? Like,
Oh man, that. So you're gonna have the mix of both worlds. This is gonna be more of a global event than any of Mayweather's fights. So I think Mayweather does box office wise, and I might be wrong. I'm just taking a guess here. He does extremely well in the U.S. like with his pay-per-view buys, but I don't know if he's like selling that same amount in Australia, in Europe or whatever. Whereas Conor is gonna have the pay-per-view buys from all those places. Like Ireland, the whole country's buying this. Let's be real.
yeah. Oh, for
Every
sure.
single one of these people, every single person in the population of Ireland, I don't know what the population of Ireland is, but that's how many pay-per-view buys.
Couple mil for sure.
UK's all gonna buy it because of the neighboring.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be so many European countries that are just gonna tune in because
Yeah.
they're gonna want to see what a guy from, because he wears it on his chest, right? Like, I'm Irish.
Yeah.
He's so proud of it.
Yeah.
Carries the flag everywhere. He's gonna walk into the flag probably. Irish anthem probably. One of those, like fighting Irish music.
Yeah.
Like Forrest Griffin used to come into the music.
Yeah.
That type of thing he's gonna walk into, and so and I know for a fact he's a crowd favorite in Australia. That's the number 2 country after Europe that he actually has the most pay-per-view buys from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Australia. You wouldn't think that,
was so
right?
smart on like the UFC's part and like the whole global expansion thing.
Yeah, it's
like,
so smart. But he's gonna
expanding the
get that
sport.
footprint, right?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have that much. Plus, there's tons of UFC fans in the States.
Yeah.
You're just gonna get a clash of worlds. UFC fans who genuinely believe for some reason that he has a shot, and then you're gonna have the boxing purists that believe that he's not gonna have a shot. Regardless of what you think is gonna be the outcome, you're gonna be curious to see it.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm so excited for any type of promotion.
Like
even the poster, I was like pumped up to see.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely.
The first commercial is gonna be incredible. It's gonna be must see TV.
Every single second of this, like whether they're on promoting this on Fox Sports, whether they're promoting Sky Sports, wherever, like globally, they're promoting this. Every Showtime, HBO, wherever this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Every single moment is gonna be worth watching.
Yeah.
Building
and
up
as long
to a
as
fight.
people understand that this will have no impact on any type of legacy of boxing or legacy of MMA. And this is strictly, let's call it what it is. It's a cash grab.
Yeah.
Then I think we'll be fine. But when this whole boxing,
But we all
purists
asked for
come
this,
in-
man.
We did.
We talked about this
did.
during the Super Bowl
Yeah,
podcast.
we did.
We talked about this
Yeah.
during the Super Bowl. This is like back in Feb. We're like,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's gonna happen. Do you think he's gonna actually knock him out? Like we were all
Yeah.
talking about this.
There was just an excitement, but then when it actually happened, I remember thinking,
It's one of the. I genuinely didn't think so.
Yeah,
I
it was
genuinely
more
didn't
being
think.
excited about the possibility of it
Yeah,
than
totally.
the actual fight itself.
But now, like, everyone's getting the fight they actually asked for. Look,
Yeah.
you gotta give props to Dana, man.
Yeah, we said it's for the fans, right?
He always does it for the fans,
Yeah.
right? Like, any matchup he puts forth, it's like, oh, the fans asked for this, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it. And, boxing doesn't do that.
No, they don't.
This is actually the first time that I've seen in the last, like, I've been watching boxing for a little while now. This is the first time that I've seen that I'm actually super impressed by the fact that they got two guys in their prime, Triple G and Canelo,
Yep.
to actually fight in their prime. Because it doesn't happen. Like, there's usually
a handful of
disagreement
instances.
issues.
Yeah.
It's happened in the past, like,
Yeah.
way back.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't have that quality in boxing anymore where you're, like, super excited to see a boxer.
It's true, man. That's my problem with boxing purists. Like, the purists are all like, it's the most elevated form of combat. It's like, no, bro. Like,
No.
I get it that
necessarily.
you're a fan.
Yeah.
And you're a fan of the history of the game, and you can tell me
yeah.
the theory behind it.
Totally.
But in terms of a combat
A raw
sport,
fight?
yeah, MMA has blown
Come
it
on,
out of the
man.
water.
You have, like, other limbs you can
Yeah,
use.
exactly,
And, like, you got a
exactly.
mind that you can use
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah.
submit or,
Yeah,
There's so
exactly.
many other facets of fighting that you can actually, like the thing about MMA that I've always loved, and if you go back to, like, the first days of UFC when they didn't have weight divisions, it didn't matter. Right? Like, it didn't matter if Hoist Gracie was there
That's the whole
weighing,
thing.
like, whatever, he weighed, like, 180, 200, whatever he weighed, and he's taking on, like, Tank Abbott, who's, like, a biker that weighs, like, 260, 300 pounds almost,
Yeah.
right? But submission game, that's, like, he just took him down and submitted him.
Which is
You know,
what
like,
most scenarios
that's
are
fight.
in terms of a fight.
That's a fight.
You don't get guys that are like, oh, is he 145? I'm not fighting that guy. Do you
That's
know
what I mean.
Like,
Like,
you don't-
oh no, this guy is
No, this
6
guy
pounds
outweighs
more
me,
than
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
You know, like in boxing, it's like that tight.
Yeah.
Like if you're 5 pounds more, you're in a new weight division.
I think it's
not
three.
even closer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it is.
it's- no, it's
Junior
foolish.
middleweight or light heavyweight, light middleweight. You know, like there's like so many categories.
Super middle
Yeah,
welterweight. It's
exactly.
ridiculous. Yeah,
so
yeah.
many categories.
Yeah. No, it's next level.
But that's what I like about the UFC. Like you could be like 155 or you could be like 150 and you're in the same weight division.
Yeah.
Like regardless
10
of where
pounds
you
is a
are.
good number.
Yeah.
It gets a little crazy when they're at like the light heavyweight level.
Yeah,
when it's
I
like
agree.
205
It's
to
just these
265.
massive
That's a bit
variations.
crazy. Yeah. When you have guys that are sorry, not 205, it was 225 I think to
It's
265, but like you had dudes like
no, you're right. It's
Brock Lesnar cutting to 265.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Fighting like a guy who was
Canelo,
like 230.
no, not Canelo. Cain Velasquez.
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
standing around at like that's a perfect example, right? Who's standing around like 230.
Exactly. He's
So,
a heavyweight.
Yeah, as a
Dude,
heavyweight.
I'd be a heavyweight in the UFC.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What do you think your chances are against that?
murder. I don't know. I wouldn't stand. I don't think I'd stand a chance against anybody on that roster, except maybe a couple of like 125ers. Like lower ranked 125ers.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Only in terms of like squishing them with my foot. But
Even then, man.
the upper 125ers, these Demetriuses, like, forget
those
it.
125ers have a motor that just like go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like that.
You'd really need to get in close.
Yeah.
That would be your whole strategy,
Death
like
by
bear
bear
hug.
hug. Exactly. That's all it would be. Otherwise, it's like that. The X-Men. Who was it? Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Where he just kind of like pops up out of nowhere, hits you a couple times with his tongue, and
leaves.
it dips.
Yeah.
I'd get murdered.
Yeah, that's so true. I've always thought about this. I was like, if I was actually fighting, I'd be fighting at unfortunately Conor McGregor's weight class.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that left hand. I wouldn't see that coming at any point in time.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting boxing.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I'm actually. There's like a Milton Muay Thai gym here, and I've gone to one boxing class before Ramadan started.
Yeah.
And it beat the shit out of me.
It's amazing though, right?
It's like I've never felt so sore in my life.
It's,
and I work out, and I
it's-
never felt so sore in my life.
It's crazy how even just keeping your hands up
Oh my god,
is exhausting.
so exhausting.
Yeah.
Well, firstly, they had the warm up, right? Like they had the warm up, and their boxing warm up is like they expect you to be an athlete, where it's just like cardio, and then it's like cardio, go, run back and forth, do sprints, and then do like skipping, and like all this stuff where you get exhausted in that, right? And then they had like a circuit where they had like 12 different exercises.
Yeah.
Then we box.
Yeah.
So we've got 45 minutes or so of just cardio, and now we're boxing. At this point, they want you to go like, it's definitely not 12 rounds. It's like maybe 6 rounds of a minute apiece, so 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going with your partner, and all you're responsible for is you're gonna rotate, alternate.
Yeah.
You're gonna be defending yourself for 1 minute, and then you're gonna switch, right? Throw punches. And by the 3rd minute, at that point, like after going through that whole 45 minute, my arms were so heavy.
Yeah, you can't even keep them up, man.
So
It's nuts.
heavy.
Yep.
It was like an eye-opening thing, and I was like, okay, I gotta try more of this, because I know that if I want to ever get into like extreme shape,
Yeah.
boxing will do that for you in an instant.
Yeah, I think any of the combat, like Muay Thai is really good for that.
Muay Thai is great for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember boxing, like being a kid.
Yeah.
Boxing made skipping cool.
Yeah.
You
You're
know what I
right.
mean? Like I'm from a different generation where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, where like if you did something slightly feminine, like that was like a more
At the time, yeah,
and
absolutely.
skipping was super feminine.
Yeah.
But
It's
then
like,
you
you
got,
know,
like-
like in the schoolyard, like everyone will be
Exactly.
doing,
It's like, oh,
holding
man,
it
I kinda wanna play
one
double
skip,
dutch.
two skip, and
Yeah.
you're like doing that. And now it's just like in my opinion, I would love to be one of those guys that does, the moves with the.
Or even like you
with
tried
skipping,
like with
you're
the
just
weighted rope.
Oh no, I
Oh my
haven't.
god, it's insane,
Dude,
It's such an insane workout.
I struggle with a regular rope,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
alone do a weighted rope. But to see some of these guys that were at the gym, they were just like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like with the
when I
over
first,
their head,
I landed my
side
first
and
one.
also, like,
When I landed my first like double skip jump,
you were like proud.
I was like, oh,
Oh.
boom, yeah, I took it to the next level.
Oh, that's so funny, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. Obviously,
We're linking
it's
up
gonna
for
be-
this, right? Like that's obvious.
yeah, August
Okay.
26th. We already called this,
Okay,
right?
yeah,
Like, yeah, I think
Either
this
we'll get a
totally
reso
makes sense.
somewhere, or we'll do it at
We're
my
definitely
place,
doing
or-
another episode.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be doing another episode closer in August, anyways. We'll have you back on.
Sure, man.
But we're definitely we already know we've been invited to another podcast to talk
sir.
about this. So like the hype train
Yeah.
has begun. It had begun like way back, but now that it's actually happened, it's
more
gonna
months of this.
2 months of just waiting, and then we'll get to see an MMA fighter in his prime take on one of the greatest boxers of all time in a boxing match, which I think is going to be completely ridiculous and one-sided. But I'm curious to know. I'm still curious. Like that, I'm just curious to see
Of course.
what happens in that scenario. You know, like how you dream of like, oh, what would happen if LeBron was on a football field? You know,
Yep.
like that. This is what that is.
Yeah, I'm
Right,
sad
like-
that I have dreams like that all the time.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. It's like,
So
huh.
what if Connor wins? What? Let's just throw everything out the window.
Man.
Let's throw everything
my
out the
God.
window.
Oh my god.
And
Oh my
Connor
God.
wins.
Oh my god.
Is there a chance that there's a rematch?
Oh, 100%. I think that's in the clause. Like there's something built in the contract that there's a rematch.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But if he, I'm giggling at the fact.
I know.
I'm literally giggling at the fact that Connor could win.
Yeah, I know.
But if he did, would you consider him a better athlete than Michael Jordan?
What?
Think about it now. Think about it. Think about it. No. Yes.
Better
The answer is
athlete?
yes. Now
don't-
we're going really out there, but think about it.
But you know what, man? I don't
Yes,
think I would
he
put,
is a better athlete.
But I wouldn't put Jordan in the best athlete of all time conversation.
Oh, who's your best athlete of all time?
Ooh.
Give me one. Like Deion Sanders is a great athlete, right?
Deion
Like
Sanders was an incredible
amazing
It'd
athlete.
have to be probably Bo Jackson?
Okay, Bo Jackson. Let's say we use Bo Jackson. Is he
Okay.
better than Bo Jackson?
No.
Yes. The
Nah,
answer
he
is
can
yes.
fight. He's an Irishman that can
Oh
fight,
my
man.
God. He's a.
I don't think he takes a tackle well. I don't think he hit a home run.
But it's one thing to dominate the UFC. It's another thing to come into boxing in your debut fight and beat the best boxer of our generation for the last 20 years.
That's why I don't take this whole thing seriously, man. There's too many like, oh, if he wins, it was this. If he wins, it was
I'm
this.
so excited just talking about it.
Oh,
You know,
I know,
like
man.
he's the greatest athlete. No, he
I'm
is.
so
no.
sad that I'm so pumped up about this.
Oh, I'm
Dude, when it was
super
announced,
excited.
I couldn't sleep.
I know, me too. I was so excited. I already told you my Instagram account. I post one video and people are going berserk.
You know what? I'm signing up for. What is Instagram like the big thing? I'm old. I don't know anything.
Oh yeah. Instagram.
Okay.
Don't worry. I just recently joined because of the
Okay.
podcast. Like all these young people were like, oh, I feel so old saying that.
Yeah, I don't get
Everyone,
it.
all these people like in high school and stuff that I was getting all this advice from. They're like, yeah, social media game. It's like no one uses Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
It's like okay, well then I should be stopping my strategy of using Facebook.
Even
It's
Twitter
like,
is out, right?
Yeah, Twitter's out too. So he's like, just use Instagram. It's like everything is going on Instagram, Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, just use Instagram. Started using Instagram. And literally, since I posted Connor stuff,
Yeah.
in the last 24 hours, I have 25 more followers. Random people, I don't even know who they are,
Yeah.
liking all my shit across the board.
God damn.
It's just crazy. Connor is just... And they're all...
It's that draw of McGregor,
I don't know what it
huh?
is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm shocked by it. Like, I was telling my wife, I was like... So I had been sitting around, like... I don't know, like... in the 100 follower range for a little bit now, like for a week, before I started putting, like, as soon as the fight got announced, and then I start posting, you know, like, this is their stats, like, this is their length advantage, this is, you know, weight, age,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Post that first picture, gets like 50 likes, randoms. And I'm like, what? This is weird. Okay, let's try a video. Post a video. This is the one that has 10,000 views.
That's wild.
Unreal. But yeah, that's what he is, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's a
Mystic
lightning
Mac,
bolt.
man. Yeah.
He's a lightning bolt, man.
Yeah.
He tracks everything.
Yep. Oh man, he played everything so smart.
He's yeah. Like if you think about it, like from his standpoint though,
Great businessman.
great businessman, but he's backed up everything. Like you can't just become a great businessman. He like, oh, I'm gonna knock out Aldo.
Yeah.
You know, while he's gonna be like, he's gonna be eager with his one hand. He's gonna overreach, and then I'm gonna put him out. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Done. Right.
Yep.
Nate Diaz, the fact that he fought back at 170, I think was more respected by most people because he fought at like the rematch was done at 170
Yeah.
as opposed to down at 155, which would have probably favored him. But the fact that it was done at 170, I think they respected that. Like I'm gonna take on the same guy, the same weight because I
Yeah.
believe I can beat this
No,
guy.
he's literally that guy where it's like anytime, anywhere, any weight. Like I could see him.
That's like Dana White said it perfectly. It's like I stopped doubting Conor ages ago.
He's one of a kind, man. Yeah. No,
The
he's
other
definitely
day they actually dropped. We're probably going over, but the other day they dropped just yesterday actually. The first time Dana White, the video of Dana White meeting Conor McGregor for the first time in backstage.
like first time in the UFC.
No, ever. Like,
Oh.
before he even got to the UFC, like he's like, oh, we'd love to have you on the Boston card. We'd love to have you. Right after that, we're doing an Ireland card, Irish
Yeah.
card. So we'd love to have you back in Ireland. He does not remotely look like the arrogant or you know what I mean, like Conor's
Yeah.
bravado, like
Yeah.
the Mystic Mac wasn't there
Yeah.
at that point in time. And you watch that video, and it's just like, wow, this guy was just pure raw skill at that point in time
Yeah.
to get attracted.
Yep.
And then he built this persona. This is the business side.
Yep.
He built this persona where he didn't matter who he fought, right? Like he knocked out everyone
Yep.
before he got to like Jose Aldo.
Yeah,
He took
yeah.
care of like, what was it, 8-fight win streak or something
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
did. So he worked for that.
Yeah, the
super
growth,
active.
The growth and attitude was so interesting to watch. Because I remember seeing
Slowly.
something similar. Because when he came in, it was more like, I want to thank Dana for the opportunity and blah blah blah.
And
then
now
two
he's like-
fights later, it's like 50 G's, baby. Like,
And now he's like, $4 billion. How much of that are you worth, Conor? Oh, $4 billion.
Exactly. Now he's taking titles from dudes and get pictures. Like, yeah, no, he's the man right now.
He's like, no, but not only that, he's like picking on dudes that are well outside of his range, like
He doesn't give a
Tyron
shit.
Woodley. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley would eat him. Would eat
Yeah.
him, like literally up, like like just eat him.
Tyron Woodley's body doesn't make sense to me.
Tyron Woodley is not a 170er. He's like, he walks around like if he was genuinely walking, he's like probably a light heavyweight,
Oh yeah.
right? Comfortably,
no,
he's a
way-
light
yeah,
heavyweight. Like
way
he's a
more than
200
that.
pounder.
He is massive.
Yeah. But to pick a fight against him, like, come on. Like, does that make sense to you? Like, he's picking a fight against anyone.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And now to call out the best boxer of the generation, like, you didn't call out any active boxer. You called out the best boxer of our generation. Right?
That's where the money is, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the money is. That's where
Yeah.
the business side is.
I don't think anyone would pay to really see him fight Pacquiao or.
I would. You
As-
would.
as much?
Stop it.
As much?
Not as much, but you would.
I would, but I'm an idiot.
No, I think everyone would rally towards that too, but
Yeah.
I think the allure of Mayweather and the spectacle that'll be because both, like, Pacquiao doesn't talk shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a
But
smart
Mayweather,
play, man.
yeah, like
Yeah.
he knows, he picked the whale.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
picked
yeah.
the whale, and he's like, I'm gonna go throw my reel in here in the ocean, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
to like get the whale, and he's been
And he
able to get
landed
the
Moby Dick. Yeah, no, it's crazy.
yeah, it's absolutely
Who would have
ridiculous.
thought this would have happened, man?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
so
understand
excited though.
anything anymore.
This is the one. This is the fight that, but at the same time, I also don't want to build it up. You know what I mean? Like, because I know what's gonna be.
Yeah, but again, we're not building up the fight.
Yeah, we're building up the
trash.
thought.
Yeah,
the,
exactly.
The
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
of the fight, the
Yeah,
build
yeah.
up to the fight.
Yeah, it's all the fantasy.
Yeah,
who
it's
cares
all,
about the
in our
actual
head, it's
reality?
like, what if he landed a
Yeah,
left?
yeah,
What
exactly.
if Mayweather goes down for the first time in his career?
Yeah, I fully fantasize about like Conor actually accidentally throwing a leg kick and then getting sued and then having to go to jail.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Yeah. There's got to be something built in there too, right? That
Could you imagine if the brain just does that? Like
that's your
you know,
defense. Yeah,
reaction. Like he's done only MMA, so like he's like he's backing up at some point and he just accidentally
or like
does
hits
that.
him with an elbow or.
Is that like DQ? It is.
I
in
bet
boxing,
you.
I bet you that's in
there's
the
an
clause.
insurance policy.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I think it's in the way how specialized this contract must be. It must be
Yeah.
like, if you throw an elbow at any point in time, you're DQ'd.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right? Like
For sure.
anything like that.
Yeah, there's no warning there or anything like that.
Because an MMA fighter, yeah, like they'll use whatever they can get.
Yeah,
You know?
it'd be funny if that at that point Connor's like, oh fuck it, just puts him in a rear naked and then just
I wonder. Do you have any? Oh well, I've lost this.
exactly. I'm DQ'd anyways. Yeah,
Sleeper.
yeah,
See, I would have beat him in MMA. Yeah.
You'll never fight again, Floyd. Yeah.
But Floyd had. I'm actually shocked that Floyd bit on this. You know,
Who else would give him this big of a payday? You
I don't
any of
think.
these-
I don't
any of
think. Why does he need it? Explain to me
these-
why Floyd.
supposedly, I don't know if it's true. Or
He's not broke.
No,
Stop it.
not broke. But he spends money like a mother.
Yeah, he does.
So I'm not saying he's broke, but I don't think he invests very well.
Well, you see
You know?
his posts, right? Like when he's gambling,
Yeah.
just like
I know there's more losses than those winning tickets.
I don't think I've ever seen that much money like in front of me ever.
No.
Like
no
in
way.
those pictures.
Yeah.
And that's probably like a weekend for him.
I one
It's
time
a weekend spend.
while working at a bank, I saw like $5,000 and was like, oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
can
and
imagine.
that's like $1 million.
my brain wouldn't be able to
And
compute
the weirdest
that
part
stuff.
is like, so I hate this about Floyd, how cheap he is with his money in the sense, not cheap.
No, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
cheap.
yeah.
Yo, we got bills, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like that
Yeah,
to me
yeah.
is like super cheap with your
Yeah.
money. It's not like classy, but to see him carrying cash loads of bags, like this is my LV bag. Let me pull out, firstly, it's an LV bag. Let me pull out my stacks. He's just putting it on the table. Stack. And it's just like, yeah, I just bet $100,000 on Denver Broncos winning this
I hate him
Super Bowl.
so much.
Oh, I lost it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Oh well, it's $100,000.
He shrug off $100,000. Gambling's a mother.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Honestly, like like I think it's gonna be. I wonder if he puts money on himself. Think about it.
No. There's no way. If that gets found out, it's crazy. If
Why?
you-
Why can't he? He can't.
No, you can't bet on yourself.
You can't bet on
No.
yourself.
There's like way too much of that happens. or
Well, he'll
it's
get a
like-
boy to bet on him.
Oh yeah. There's
You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure there's ways to do it.
Yeah. There's definitely ways to do it.
But honestly, I don't even think it's like worth it really to bet on himself. Like with negative 11.
Oh yeah, the payout.
Yeah, that means like for every dollar you bet, you're getting like 9 cents back.
Oh, that's crap.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
Oh,
almost
that's crap.
not worth it. What would be worth it? He gets his boy to bet on Connor.
Oh,
and then
hedges
throws the
his
fight,
own. And,
throws the
oh.
fight, builds up for the rematch.
No.
But then he's not going to risk that O on his loss
50,
record, right?
50-0.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
50-0, dude. Think about that.
That's so Rocky Marciano has the record right now
Yeah.
in boxing, right? 49-0, and so this is gonna be the 50.
What is Ward now after yesterday?
32.
32-0.
He's a long time. Like he's pretty much done, man. To be quite honest, his career is kind of like when he was fighting Kovalev the first time, it seemed like he wanted to wind down his career.
Yeah.
It seemed like at that point, and then naturally I personally thought Kovalev won the first fight,
I would agree with you.
right? Like
Yep.
he dazed him, and I don't think Ward did enough to recover.
Yep.
In the first fight, but this fight was hands down. Like it seemed like he was doing much better.
Did
I
you
don't.
catch the stuff at the end? Like,
Yeah. I don't think that's what decided the fight. I think he got rocked.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, Kovalev got rocked.
Yeah.
Before that, those gut shots. Let's call them gut shots,
Sure.
even though they might be low blows. But before those
Change the
happened,
G to an N.
yeah,
They look like that. They look like that at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't get a good view. Like the ref was in the way with the replays that I saw. But
Yeah.
but by that time, I agree. It was too late.
It's too late, in my opinion. Like
That one right that he landed, there was all his weight behind that.
and you see him like you saw Sergey just
Yeah,
buckle
yeah.
a little bit. You know, you
I
just
don't
saw
know if
that
that's
happen.
his reactions to getting hurt. Kovalev, I mean,
Yeah.
it seemed like they were like rookie mistakes. Like he'd get hurt
Mm.
and then turn his back and try to walk away, or he'd kind of just like flop over, like
Yeah.
like a narcoleptic fell asleep,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And I saw there was like one shot to the back of the head. Like
Yeah,
it's, I
yeah,
don't know,
yeah.
like rookie mistakes.
Yeah, that I totally agree with you.
But I still love boxing, man. I don't know.
Did you watch that Anthony Joshua fight by any
Yeah,
chance?
yeah.
With Vladimir Klitschko?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed. So this is why
I like
I
Joshua.
started watching, like over the last couple of fights, to become the big pay-per-view fights.
Yeah.
Like Triple G's fights with Kell Brooks.
Yeah.
That was a great fight. You watch, this obviously Sergey 1 and 2 versus Ward. You watch Anthony Joshua. These have been great fights.
Yeah.
Like there's been a little bit of back and Canelo's last one was garbage.
No, I agree.
Right, the Chavez Jr. fight, but like to be quite honest,
There might be a
they've
slow
been really
incline
good.
happening. You know what another thing is as well is that, like, let's say the Conor fight, let's say he does win,
Yeah,
that might open up the path for other MMA fighters to fight boxers, because now like Stipe is calling for Joshua, or he's been calling for him for like a year.
hey, listen, man, Stipe has no shot against Joshua. If it's a boxing,
Yeah, no, I
match,
agree.
he's no shot against Joshua.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo, Joshua has got power, man.
Oh no, he does. I
Joshua
really
got
like Joshua.
power.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
No, Stipe's got no shot.
Yeah,
Stipe is
they-
ground and pound guy.
No. He's got hands.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's got really good hands.
Huh.
That last I did a podcast with Syed and Yassine about that last 211 card it was.
Yeah.
And
Who'd he face? Who'd Stipe face?
It was Dos Santos.
Oh, okay.
And I basically I shit on Stipe for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Talking about how his hands weren't as good as Dos Santos is and his cardio wasn't this, and he just went out and murked Dos Santos. Stipe's hands are nice, man.
Dos Santos also lost a step, man.
Yeah, it got mentioned there. It was like one prime when
it was him and Kane for the number one spot in the heavyweight. He was a different animal.
Yeah.
Now he's like, I don't know, he's a shell of himself.
Yeah, we found out that day it was like he's been fighting only once a year for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's not enough.
You can't do that. No, it's not
do
enough.
that.
Definitely not enough.
Yeah. I'm excited to see where boxing goes, to be quite honest. They're starting to finally put some good fights.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be able to recover. Like they've been okay over the last couple of years. But like now they've actually got some champions. Hopefully no one ducks each other.
They're starting to develop some talent too.
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
It wasn't these guys just fighting cans for 18 fights and coming in with an 18-0 record against.
But there's like people out there that are fighting cans, like Deontay Wilder's fighting cans.
Yeah.
That's a joke. Yeah. And he thinks he can talk smack.
That's always going to exist, unfortunately, with that sport. That sport is so corrupt.
So corrupt. So corrupt. Some of those. Because the problem is with boxing, we're totally well over the limit. But anyways, the problem is, don't worry about it. The problem is with boxing. Boxing is one of those sports that if you lose, right, like in your record, if you have a loss, suddenly it's just like your value is useless.
You're like irrelevant almost. It's so silly. Yeah, no, I don't get it either. But again, it was just years of building that into the viewership.
Yeah,
that's what people thought.
I totally agree.
And UFC's model blew it out of the water.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. We're gonna have another follow-up podcast.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
All right.
I enjoyed this a lot.
Me too, man.
I feel like we just talk naturally about sports.
I love spinning with you guys, man.
Yeah. So it's always fun to have like someone to actually just talk about any. We just went to like basketball to like how's his legacy versus Jordan's legacy versus like this conspiracy theory. I love that you love conspiracy theories. Oh yeah, Sachin was in there. What's going on? Yeah. Like this podcast was all over the place, but nonetheless, obviously we're gonna stick to the core. Conor versus Floyd. Cannot wait 2 months, to be quite honest. 2 months cannot fly by fast enough. It should be good, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast. Again, Conor versus Floyd, August 26th. Shaz has got the biggest smile on his face right now.
Everybody come to my house. You guys are more than welcome.
I'll probably be there. So, we'll probably do another podcast with Shaz closer to the event. Already counting down the days till the first press conference, let alone the fight. All right, guys. Tune in next week where we talk about more about the NBA Finals and we debrief on LeBron's legacy now. All right. See you guys.